If you watched our off-grid induction cooking video, you'll know that using our AGM batteries, we were just about able to use our induction hob occasionally if we were very careful with how long we used them, and knew we were going to get plenty of sun to recharge. Well, we took the leap from AGM to lithium iron phosphate, or LiFi-PO4, thanks to this 160 ampere hour battery from ROAMER.
If you're looking for a gift for others or even yourself, check out our Explore Van UK shop, where we have a selection of unique gifts from t-shirts to laser engraved items with your choice of 4 van life slogans and a personalisation. We personalise everything ourselves to make sure you get exactly what you want. We can even produce totally unique customised designs from your images. Visit us at explorevan.uk/shop. So why did we decide to go with a lithium battery? Well, they are better suited than traditional leisure batteries for high current applications like running induction hobs, microwaves and kettles through an inverter. They're also able to absorb current faster, meaning they can recharge quicker. Unlike AGM and sealed lead acid that don't like to be used below 50%, you are able to use near their full capacity without damaging them. They can deliver a high number of cycles in their lifetime and are smaller and lighter than equivalent traditional leisure batteries. And having built-in monitoring, management and protection systems, they're easier to use. They are of course more expensive and you have to be aware of how they perform in cold temperatures, but we decided they had now got to a price where their benefits outweighed these. So why did we pick ROAMER? Well, when we mentioned in a previous video that we were considering looking at lithium batteries, 2 subscribers contacted us to recommend them, which is a great endorsement. When comparing to other suppliers, we liked that they had a wide range of models from 100 to 460 ampere hours using grade A+ matched cells for their batteries. They come with Bluetooth and their own app as standard, and as a company set up by a husband and wife team based in Yorkshire, they have real life experience of van life and were able to provide great advice and support, not only before we bought, but also helping us to correctly set up our solar controller to suit the new battery. And their views on continuous improvement of their own app, safety approvals and 10-year warranty offered peace of mind. So let's take a look at what we got. We went with the 160 ampere battery, and when it arrived we got some sweets that went down well with the kids, some stickers and the paperwork. The battery itself and 2 different lengths of terminal screws. On top of the battery is a QR code which takes you straight to the comprehensive installation guide. Our old C-Tech mains charger didn't have a lithium battery profile, so we upgraded to a Victron Blue Smart charger. The installation process was relatively simple, removing our old AGM battery, which as you can see had solid battery posts, which meant we needed to add terminal lugs to our cables ready for connection to the new battery. Once that was done, connecting up was a breeze. We then used the information provided to us by ROAMER to set the parameters on our solar controller. And to put the battery through its paces, we headed off for a weekend off-grid. After making sure the battery was fully charged, we unplugged the mains. We also made a note of our solar readings so that we could see how much our 250 watt panel put back in.
So we've arrived at our off-grid weekend. It's taken us about 4 hours to get here, and on the way the kids have been watching things on their iPads, the internet has been on, so we've seen some use of the battery. As you can see, we're down to 96%, so 153 ampere hours remaining, and the background usage at the moment is around 2 amps. Now we'll be using LPG for our space heating, our water heating and our fridge, but everything else we'll be using off electric, and that includes our microwave, our kettle, coffee machine and induction hobs. So we'll see if we make it through the weekend.
After getting settled in, our first major demand was a cup of coffee, which you can see drew just over 100 amps from the battery, and one cup dropped us by around 1% of battery. By the time we settled down to bed, having had 2 cups of coffee, watched TV for about 3 hours, and the microwave run for about a minute to warm milk, the battery was down to 88%. Throughout the night, our internet router, Alexa, CCTV cameras and charging phones and tablets took us down to 83% by morning. Though it was a nice morning, looking at the skies suggested we weren't going to get too much solar assistance to top up the battery. But we cracked on with our day with our first cups of coffee using warm milk heated in the microwave. Then after making the coffees and other odds and sods for breakfast, we ended up at 79%. We were then away from the van until late afternoon when we checked how much solar we had gathered, which was 0.33 kilowatts, which had recovered the battery up to 86%. Remembering that all day our Wi-Fi, CCTV and Alexa had been on using power. In the evening, as we were catering for coffee, tea and hot chocolate for a few more people, we moved to the kettle, which needed around 70 amps from the battery. Throughout the evening, we used the kettle to boil around 2 litres of water and the microwave for a total of around 10 minutes to reheat chili and jacket potatoes and beans, and later in the evening, again, we used the TV for around 3 hours, leaving us at bedtime on Saturday night at 55% of battery power remaining. With our normal background usage through the night again, that was down to 49% by the morning. We then went on to cook breakfast outside using our induction hob, which wasn't an easy task given the air temperature was pretty chilly. And having cooked 4 of these yummy bacon and egg McMuffins and some cups of coffee, we were down to 27%. Throughout the day, with the solar helping to top things up, but then 5 minutes of microwave and a couple of coffees at lunchtime, by the time we were heading home, we were still at 27%, which dropped to 26% by the time we got home, 4 hours later. Checking the solar, we can see we had a little bit more help today with 0.4 kilowatts gained. Checking some of the weather stats for the 15th and 16th, we can see that they were reasonable solar days for the time of year. But when comparing the 3.9 and 2.3 hours of sunlight compared to the 8, 9 and 10 hours at other times of the year, we can see why it wasn't a huge help. Here you can see a state of charge graph based on the readings that we have and some of the activities we were doing. Overall, we were really happy with how the battery performed. It would definitely take away any worries we previously had about having enough 12 volt power. Whilst with only 160 ampere hours, it wouldn't fully move us to off-grid electrical power for cooking on longer trips, especially in autumn and winter, it does mean we can have the convenience of an electric kettle, coffee machine, microwave and induction hob on shorter trips, or used in conjunction with our LPG hob on longer trips. We found the app great for keeping track of our usage. We did find the Android version maintained its connection better if you wanted to continuously monitor the battery, as the iOS one occasionally dropped connection, but reopening the app soon had it reconnected. Having chatted to ROAMER, they are already working on a new version of the app which hopefully will improve this. Thanks for watching our video, and as always, if you have any questions or feedback, please pop them in the comments below. If you find the video useful, please like, share and consider subscribing.